It all started when I found a love for old Chevy trucks. My dad bought me a 72 Chevy truck, and then I discovered Chevy's convertible trucks, the 69 to 72 Chevy Blazers. They're very rare, most being 4x4s, and the two-wheel drives are even harder to find, and only about 7% of these Blazers were two-wheel drives. We looked all over the country to find one, and we found this burgundy Blazer body shell about 10 miles from our house, and boy, what a blessing it was. It was a mail truck originally in Dallas from the 70s, and the owner really loved Blazers too, and he didn't really want to sell it either, but my dad finally struck a deal with him, and next thing I knew, it was ours. It was perfect because it didn't have a motor or a transmission, and the body was in excellent condition. We wanted to custom tailor it ourselves, a real father-son project. Well, that it was for the next 5 years. We found a motor and overdrive transmission out of a friend's 91 GMC van, and this is what it looked like when we got it. Then slowly we made it a little more desirable to look at with some chrome. With some performance goodies and some efficiency modifications, it now puts out about 330 horsepower and it cruises just above idle at 70 miles per hour. Here we removed the doors and rebuilt all mechanicals in them, rebuilt the gauges and electrical system, added some electronic enhancements, and modernized everything we could. The air conditioning is 100% new as well as the brakes, and it performs just like a new truck. We then prepared the body for primer and paint. Since most of these parts are reproduced for these trucks, it's very easy to restore and replace any part and enhance them with aftermarket parts. Here we took the body apart several times to prep, sand, prime, and paint to my favorite color. Here my dad is laying down the final paint, although we haven't put the clear on it yet, but we soon will. We modernized it with new safety features like 2002 Chevy truck seats, Tahoe rear folding seats, cool cowl induction hood, and sound deadening in the floors. Of course, lots of new reproduced parts and new tires and sports suspension components make it really enjoyable to drive at any speed. One of my favorite events is a huge car show here at Texas Motor Speedway where we show it twice a year. One of my favorite things at the show is that I love to push to the limits at the autocross, trying to beat my own time on every run. And here's one of my recent runs from last March. Later on that day, we line up for a track cruise. We line up with dozens of other street rods and muscle cars and followed pace car Camaros there at the track for about 3 laps. And that's the story of what I love to do.